Shonen Palace OST is so good. This is my favorite track, but I keep getting the one from When You Fight Brutalism stuck in my head. I don't remember the names of the songs. This is Mix. It's the song that plays when you fight Nobody, the last boss. Well, the last boss, like when you first start running the game. I'm sure there are other last bosses in later runs. I think I've only gotten up to purple clearance. My first run with the child, I didn't take any damage. It was great. Akateka. It's a great game. It's a good little like brain warm up, or if you're just having a bad brain day and you just want to do something that is not empty. I mean, it's like a, what do I call it? It's like a light kind of brain teaser that gets you using your brain, but not in a way that requires like emotional investment. You can just kind of vibe. Great if you're having a bad brain day is what I meant to say. Or if you're just tired. Yeah, coffee break game. Sometimes when I'm trying to switch tasks and I'm having a lot of like executive dysfunction trouble, playing something like that for a little bit can help kind of shake off what I was doing so that I can move on to the next thing. Which is also a great way to prevent feeling like all I did was work all day, which is all that I do most days. I'm calling the police. Chris, you might think Susie is cool. But let me tell you something. Throwing a Molotov cocktail into the window of a police officer of a police car is not cool. Public displays of affection are not cool, Chris. Day in the life of a true transgender geezer. Wake up and meet the wife, Emily. My little princess, isn't she beautiful? Time to take Emily to football. I guess the joke would just be that, pop down to the local pub. Good old pie, look at that. Emily made dinner, lovely. Pop down and have a couple of pints with Emily, 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 and Emily. That would be the joke, would just be everybody's Emily. That's a little close-minded of me. There are also Liliths and, I'm trying to think. There's a Zoe's. Every white trans girl has glasses. Nobody understands why. Science can't figure it out. Actually, science can figure it out, and it's that more people today have glasses than previously. I think partly because of screen time, but I'm not sure that it's screen time that's causing it. I think it's partly that it's becoming more of a problem for people because there's more of a need for being able to read fine text and focus on screens all the time. There were at least 3 people with my name in every class until I started going by something more gender neutral. I was thinking, like, how come you've never met, like, a trans girl named Tiffany? Or, like names that should be in, like, the millennial Zoomer bracket, right? Like, well, let me pull up the, like, the most famous, most common girls' names, 19... Now, let's just pull up a random year. Alright, so this is for 1989. And I've just pulled up some, like just some kind of a random list of names that are the most common girls' names in 1989. So, like, if you're, how old are you if you were 1989? Like 37, right? Like, that's like a kind of old Zoomer, young millennial. Ashley, Jessica, Brittany, Tiffany, Amanda, Sarah, Stephanie, Nicole, Lauren. There's not a single trans girl with any of those names of any age, but Kimberly. Mildred. Mildred's a good name. Like, Millie's cute, and then you can be Mildred if you're trying to be more serious, you know. Gotta use the grandma names. Joyce, Velma. Oh, I'm sure there's some Velmas. Are there no trans girls named Tiffany? It's like too vanilla. Like, all of the, so everybody. I'm not trying to, you know, picking a name is a very personal decision, and you know, a lot goes into it, and it's ultimately your deal. But it is funny to think that, like, the names, I guess it makes sense that, like, people would shy away from the most popular names. Like, you don't want to be, like, common, right? You want to be like even if you're going for like a something that people might assume was a 1989 name. If you're going for like a passy name, you know, like it's a stupid word, but couldn't think of a better way to phrase it. You know, you don't want to go for like top 5. You want to go a little down on the list, like you know. But I'm still looking down the list further. Samantha, well, you see Samantha's. Yeah, Emily's one of those names. Like, Emily's always a really popular name. Heather, Danielle, Melissa, Kayla, Catherine. I feel like I've seen a Catherine. Andrea. It's just funny that there are names that are like just aggressively cis-coded. Yeah, Sam's really common. Well, and it gives you the option, like, if you're not sure if you want to go like more or less femme, it gives you good options, because you can, you know, oh, I'm Samantha versus, yeah, call me Sam. Ponder Dive says the full name, it sounds granny-like to me. I think it's because Mildred is kind of shares some space with like mildew, which is like in old buildings, right? Aggressively, my parents named me this. Yeah. Karen. it's you gotta have some balls to pick Karen in this day and age. But you know, there's like parents just like naming their baby Karen and not even thinking about it. Like, yeah, Karen, it's fine. I loading up the game. I'm still shocked by the Duskbloods character reveal. Like what are you talking about? I'm sure you've heard people saying Zork all weekend. But God, not an Instagram link. Come on. Give me an actual image, please. Properties. I mean, a good guideline is probably look up names from that were popular around the time you were born, but don't feel like you have to pick one of those. But if you're worried about the name not feeling natural, that's a good enough place to start. Another one is depending on what kind of terms you're on with your family, you know, ask around for family members, see if they got anything. Like, is there a name that your parents would have given you, or like a family member that is deserving of that honor? Yeah, I just had to park on these guys for a minute before we get started. The only cool, like, everybody's been talking about Zork, and Zork is pretty funny, but like the only one of these that like both looks good and has character is maybe Sniper Layla. Albert looks like a like his hair looks like a bad wig, like he looks like Ardbert wearing an Alphino wig. That's what he looks like from Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. So, Linnell, that's what every single person on Earth says, is that they would play as Zork. Okay, so like, this is extremely generic, but also, I don't think this, like, specifically appeals to anyone. Bloodhound Jan, he looks like he's wearing a Union suit, like those old, like, Civil War pajamas that, like, old prospectors wear, and then, like, whatever this helmet is. Chung Lan is alright, but, like, really, maybe not generic, but like really plain. Well, Sniper Layla looks kind of cool. Like, that's fine. It looks like their maybe stomach is like they're undead or something. I don't know. And then we have like a really old man, and I like that he has a bow tie on. And then Zork. Yeah, Chonglan's, it's very stereotypical East Asian. Like, that name strikes me as sounding like almost Vietnamese. I don't know if it's a real name, but then like those aren't Vietnamese clothes. Nah, I don't know. It's very odd. And like, this is their like not Bloodborne game, right? Like, it's their, we're gonna make Christ, what is the... we're gonna make Night Rain, but with like not Bloodborne instead of Elden Ring. And like the Bloodborne is a huge, like a monolithic name in like video game fashion. So to just donk it that hard, like, it's like the Night Rain characters look cool. All the Night Rain characters are pretty cool, right? Alcoholic Soma Cruz from Castlevania. Yeah. He's like divorced Soma Cruz. Hello, it's me, ya boy. Grub is she's sleeping. She's been really needy all week. Oh, geez, thank you, Ren. Thank you. Happy birthday to you, too. Soma's a cool name. Just call yourself that. How's the audio? Is it a little loud? I think it might be. It's not Randall's birthday. I was like intentionally doing the you too thing, like when the waiter says enjoy your meal and you say you too on accident. Randall always comes through with the steel chair of caring for the homies. I certainly appreciate it, and so does Grub. She's sleeping in my spot right now. So normally she has her own little spot on the bed that is like next to where I sleep. And she's been really needy all week, and it's to the point where I'm like, it's getting on my nerves a little bit. And after I fed her, I wouldn't go snuggle because it was time to come stream. I was already late for streaming. And so now she's sleeping in my spot on the bed. And I think she's doing it to annoy me. It's not that annoying, but, you know, she's got to take what she can get. She's sleeping, but is she perchance beeping? I haven't noticed her beeping, no. Ren! Bonnie gives you a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up back. Okay, so we went and did everybody's kind of companion quest. Everybody had like a thing they wanted help with. And so Bonnie didn't want our help and seemed really standoffish and like they didn't like us very much. And they were like, oh, well, if you know, we're like, hey, we care about you. And they're like, oh, if you care about me so much, name 3 of my favorite foods. And we had to kind of run through the dungeon a couple times to get all those. And they were rice and samosas with potatoes but no cheese. And the other one was something. I forget what the other one was. It wasn't fish heads, it was pineapple, which we had to die to find out. Which is pretty funny because we're deathly allergic to pineapple. Also, I realized one of my perfumes. So Mirabelle has a perfume that smells like Mirabelle plums. Somebody mentioned in one of the scenes, and one of my favorite perfumes that I use a couple, but like one of the ones I use more often has Mirabelle plums in it. It's Calvin Klein Euphoria, which is a really nice scent if you don't know. If you want like an inexpensive perfume and you don't know anything about perfume and you want something that smells very feminine but not cloying or like baby powdery like they sometimes do, it's Mirabelle plum and some kind of orchid. It smells very sweet and very a little dark. Hell says that one's extremely popular on here. Yeah. It smells a little bit like I think it's a little bit reminiscent of like a bed or of a Bath and Body Works in like the 2000s, but like if it was good, like a little bit more mature. It's probably a little bit too youthful of a scent for me. I wear but I still like it. I think it suits me. Not that I think people should be restricted on what kind of smells they smell like, depending on their age, but you get like an emotional idea of something when you smell a certain scents, and my vibe is not super childish or youthful. This King's up there crying. So we helped everybody have their perfect day. Odile wanted to learn about this country, because she's half, turns out she's half, I just forget the name of the country that we're in. Vogard. She's half Vogardian, which nobody knew, and still doesn't know. She wanted to find something called a family tale, which is like a family memoir that gets passed down and written in year after year. And Mirabelle was like stressing out over these like dating applications, because she is aromantic. She's aroace, and which is like asexual but also aromantic, so doesn't want to have sex but also doesn't want to date. But she felt pressured to change that about herself because she's part of a religion based on change. And so we can see that, like, just because this place is a place where you can change your body and your sex and your identity and everything about yourself, doesn't mean that it's like a paradise, right? Like, it's better in a lot of ways, but that's also, like, if there's a pressure to do that when you don't want to, that's bad too. Which people will hold up as a false equivalence in real life, and it isn't, but I'll grant that it could be in a fantasy world. Isabel wanted for us to wait until we had helped everyone else out first, and then when we had, he just wanted to hang out, and it seemed like it was like a nice date, but it was a little awkward. Seemed like Siffrin was into it, but then Bonnie crashed the party. The modern problem of stressing out over dating apps, but taking application literally and also using that to tie into older existing cultural traditions around marriage. Deal is cute. The Duskblood's character means cold moon rather than metaphorically, but literally rather than metaphorically, like if your kid was named Rose Flowers. That's is that Vietnamese, John Smith? I don't know too much about the Vietnamese language, but it looked to me like it was, because that's how its orthography usually looks in English. Okay, it is, yeah. Knowing them, as I recall, the writing on Night Rain is pretty solid. It might not be quite Elden Ring tier, but it's pretty good. So knowing them, there might be a reason that it's a literal instead of a figurative name, like, you know how they From always is about that kind of thing. There'll be something that seems stupid, but becomes meaningful later. Did we ever use this clay for anything? Issue 87. Linnell says book. Is that what Linnell meant by book? You mold the clay into a plate and pierce a hole in the middle. An oven for clay. It has a name, but you can't remember right now. It's a kiln, Siffrin. Oh. Hidden in your pocket, you squish the clay between your fingers and try to breathe. Oh. I guess we can't use the kiln because it's frozen in time, but we can mess with the clay. Silver coin. You think about the stars. Oh yeah, and then we had that really interesting moment where, Siffrin's hated croissants for a while. And it seemed like a dumb joke. And, they, like, wrote it off as like, oh, one time I had a croissant and it was dry or something. And, we used the coin after messing with a croissant one time, and we remembered a time that that Siffrin went to a bakery to buy something, and all they had was that coin, and the old man behind the counter greeted them in an accent that they have never heard before, except it's the same accent that they have, that like Siffrin has. And the Siffrin like responded, and the guy realized that they were from the same place, and the old man behind the counter was like desperately asking him like, do you remember how to get back there, or like where it is? And Siffrin like panicked and like ran out of there. So it seems like Siffrin's memory problems are much more serious than it seemed. There's another plot point, but I forget. Yeah. So. We also learned about an island, like an island country, I think, to the north of Vogard, that something happened to it and nobody remembers what it was or what the place is called. And it seems like trying to remember the name of the place is seen as like unlucky or dangerous. And that happened, I think that happened like just a couple years ago, because Bonnie remembers when it happened. The Lost Island reminds me a little bit of Aragon, yeah. Yeah, people get horrible headaches when they try to do it. That's what it was. Okay, so I didn't know quite what the problem was that people were trying to avoid when they tried to remember the name. So you get a splitting headache, okay. And then there's also that text we try to read that gives us a headache. Thank you. Wow, I hope that wasn't a horribly loud noise. I really hate my my microphone arm. I think I might get a new microphone, like a snowball, instead of this one. This one's good, but like. Yeah, it's just the microphone like fully just spontaneously fell out of the microphone arm and onto the floor. And like I hate this microphone arm. And the microphone is good, but it's like it's directional, right? Which helps cancel out room noise, but it means I have to kind of like crane my neck or have the microphone like a little bit in the way to speak into it, and it's always at the risk of like I lean a little too far away and it gets a little quieter. You know, or I get too close and mouth noises and breathing. Okay, we got a photograph. But like, it's a good microphone. I'd recommend it to anyone who needed to record less often. cooking book all about stupid croissants. No, Neil, thank you, Neil. Nothing really new there. There's a hole here hidden between some supplies. It doesn't bring you any... Wait a sec. It does bring somewhere. Huh? Secret passage! You all enter the secret passage. I just like accidentally walked back there and pushed the button. And that's just a hallway. Somehow I feel like we're wasting our time, but I suppose we may as well see where it leads. It's a letter addressed to the writer's mother. You skimmed through it. Sounds like someone ran away from home and had to reassure their mother they were doing okay. Drama. They ran away from home? Why would they do that? Home is where the snacks are. And also family. And also family. You've never ran away from home, Bon Bon? I'll have to take that cool kid certificate back from you. Anyway, people who run away from home are people who don't like their family, maybe. Sometimes parents can be meanies and someone might decide to just leave. Oh, you can run away from home if your parents are meanies? Oh, that's what Neil did, I think. Neil. My sister. I think she told me about it once. But I wasn't listening very well because I was sleepy. Oh? Oh. No one really knows how to respond to that. Huh? What? What? What did I say? Nothing at all, Boniface. Should we look at something other than an old letter? Okay. Also, we learned that, that Isabeau used to be like a nerd. And part of the reason he changed was because he didn't like himself and he wanted to become the kind of person that he wished, like, not just that he could have been, but that he could have known, which is very sweet. Romance novels. Romance novels. Ew. I understand a kid's reaction, but why? Oh, madame. Don't sound so disgusted, madame. Romance novels are good. I'm just the kind of person who has decided romantic love is not very important to me, Mirabelle. Mirabelle looks your way with stars in her eyes. Have you never been in love before, Madame Odile? Huh? Oh, no, of course I've been in love before. It'd be weirder if I didn't at my age. Oh. I did fall in love for the first time later than most. Maybe in my 20s. And even then, it took me a while to realize what I was feeling. Oh, yeah? Why's that? At the time, I genuinely didn't know you could get crushes on people you hate. Ha! Yeah. What? That's weird. Wait, huh? Is that true? Yes. The crushes can be annoying like that. My heart has been good to me, though, so it hasn't happened to me in a long time. Why are you so surprised? You recommended me a romance novel that was about bitter enemies becoming lovers. And I never understood why they did that, but the story was well written and interesting, and I just figured it was them being weird. But isn't there a whole genre of romance novels about enemies becoming lovers? I thought it was a love trope that didn't have any basis in reality, just like your heart doesn't actually beat faster when you see someone you like. Isabeau puts a hand on Mirabelle's shoulder. Conversations like these are why I hope we'll stay friends for a very long time, Mira. Oh, Isabeau, I'm glad. I feel this... Wait, no! Crushes feel like a disease to you sometimes. You want to tear those feelings out. Wow. The barrel is full of water. Change ornament. A chair, but there's only one, so it'd be rude to sit down. You open the door. You got 5 sweet tonics. You got 3 super sweet tonics. You got 3 salty broths. You got 3 crafted water. What the jackpot? Now I'm like, I gotta look at every I'm getting like Super Metroid syndrome where I've got to like check every space now. Which is, I think, a bad thing about Super Metroid. There's a chain on the table, probably for a pendant. You pick it up. Oh my god, it was right there the whole time? You look at the pendant and chain. Can they be fused into a new hole? You take the chain and try to put the pendant on it. The chain's beads are too big for the pendant, aren't they? Oh, that's too bad. You're so sad. Nothing ever goes right in your life. Plate with a hole in the middle. What is that about? Meat slicing. We'll get the thing. The doohickey. Okay, we don't have the long thing, so we can talk to the guy. We don't need it. Surely we'll not die to the king because of our shield falls off at a random time and we're not paying attention. You should know that the Venus flytrap is thriving. It's huge now. We're trying to bust out of its little jar. Huh, there was an extra little like deal at the end of that. It's an animal, but not real. It's made out of fabric and other things. It's usually for kids. Those things have a name. It's a stuffed animal, dummy. Oh. Guys, Friend forgot an easy word again. You're always forgetful, but it's getting worse lately. I use my brain for other things. Things other than remembering the word stuffed animal. As a matter of fact, yes. My brain is just stuffed with puns. Crab. This plant's name is just flytrap, unless somebody named it and I forgot. It's totally possible. Lanil says, I've heard Venus flytraps are hard to keep alive. They clamp down on nothing and don't get the nutrients they need. So those nutrients, they don't really need them. They do, but like very, very rarely. What frequently happens is people are fascinated by the clamping mechanism, so they will poke the plant and trip the heads, and the head will bite one time, and the first time is like a fake bite, just because it's like a fail-safe against getting accidentally tripped. But the second time it bites, it digests, and in the process the head begins the process of dying off, like that leaf does, because each of the little mouth things is a leaf. And that is taxing on the plant and invites infection. If those leaves fall down into the soil, they'll start to break down, and the flytraps can't handle nutrients in their soil. They do not want that. So they can start to like poison themselves that way, or people will feed them water that's not distilled, which has minerals in it, which is bad for the plant. Or they will try to feed them things that the plants can't eat, like they'll put like hamburger in there, which if you like poke it with a stick or like a toothpick, the plant will close on it, but the hamburger is full of fat, which will rot and cause a lot of problems. Or if even if you're getting like the correct bugs and putting a bunch of them, the plant is not supposed to eat a bunch of bugs all the time. It's supposed to be like one bug once in a great while. They have way more heads than they need because they've been bred to have a lot of heads because those look attractive and that's why people like keep them. Really, they need to eat like one bug every 3 months, I think, depending on the size of the plant and the specific breed. So what I do is I just use I use a fertilizer that's formulated specifically for carnivorous plants, and you don't put it in the soil, you dilute it in water and like drip it on the leaves, just a very small amount, and it gets what it needs that way. And the other problem is that they require a lot of full sunlight, and they even though they're like a swamp plant, you actually don't want to overwater them. It's really easy to do that too. And then the latter thing is, depending on where you live, if you live in a place where it gets to like below freezing in winter, you can just leave it outside and it will it'll go dormant on its own. If you don't, you have to take it inside and like put it in the refrigerator in like a special way, so that it dies off and just shrinks into the rhizome and doesn't get moldy all winter. And then you replant it in the springtime, and if you did it correctly, the plant will grow back. And there are different people who think you should or should not do this. Like if you... the jury is still kind of out on whether it's better to induce dormancy or to try to con your way into like skipping dormancy and making the plant think it's summer year round or whatever. But mostly it's just people monkey with them too much. They can't, especially because a lot of times it's like kids who get them because they're like at the hardware store or whatever. And so, you know, a kid gets it and it dies and it's like, oh, these things are so hard to keep. But not really. Any plant that needs full sunlight will not do well with me. Well, they make grow lights that are LED. Grow lights used to be like in the 90s and 2000s. They were really, really expensive to run. But now they're no problem. Just like go to the hardware store and get a grow light. Yeah, it's like fish. We're like, oh, it's like just leave it alone. Like do the things you need to do and don't do any more things than that. So our current goal is to beat the king. Now that we have all of our like super abilities and we've had like a perfect day, beat the king and see what happens. We've also got 1 or 2 more things to ask him because we can talk to him in combat, and also we want to talk to the head house maiden after the fight. So those are our current goals, and so we're just going through the dungeon. Also, if anybody can remember which. I think I need to go down over there when I get the star crest. Because up goes to the observatory, right? guess we just go back to it. Now that I'm remembering, we need another chain, so just keep an eye out for that. Have I used the special Bonnie memory that makes them do more damage? I've got the buff memory on them. Absolutely wrecking him with an all-out attack. Close the bathroom stall door. You like coming here because you know you'll be able to be alone for a bit, but you almost feel like going outside right away right now. Huh. Why? You feel weird. Even though you're stuck in this time loop and you don't know how to escape yet, you feel happy? You feel happy. Why do you feel happy? Is it because you're helping everyone right now? Hearing them out, helping them with their problems? You talk to each one of them, learn more about them as people, talked about things with them you've never talked about with anyone. It was embarrassing a bit, but it made you feel so warm. It was nice. Even though you're not friends. Even though you're just allies. But that's how you become closer to people, right? By helping them out. So maybe right now they like you better than in previous loops because you helped them. And okay, this will sound silly, but maybe that's all you need to break the loop? Come on, Siffrin. Yeah, these people aren't your friends, Siffrin. Obviously. You're stupid. Don't even think about it, or it won't come true. You smack the side of your head, focusing on the pain. Stay focused. Stop thinking about best case scenarios. Stop thinking about your allies. Stop thinking about how they don't see you as a friend or anything. Stop thinking. Stop it. Stop it. You breathe slowly in and out and think about nothing. You exit the bathroom. All right, everyone refreshed. Nose spouted up, body's emptied. What if we don't pray? Nothing to wish for. Siffrin? Oh, what are you holding there? A knife. Did the change god give it to us? Huh? No, it can't be. I think they did. With that we can... Well... Okay, so we didn't pray this time and we still got the knife. You and Adil look at each other and shrug. Thank you, change god, or expressions. And now we know what the expressions are. That was always a mysterious line that she said. The expressions are the sort of animist spirits that the Kabuans worship. You don't want to say thanks to it aloud. Alright, I think we just kinda... Just wanted to get the, the levels back to this point, too. Okay, just hop on up to, fight the king now. Is there, like, other equipment that we want? Bonnie will never miss? Bonnie won't let anything happen to you. She's got the bomb memory, but we didn't warp here, so let's put a... Oh wow, that's actually a lot of max HP. Might put that on. Memories of rope, lamp oil, bombs. Yeah, it's the change god doesn't really respond to prayer, it just responds to the general will to change things. Yeah. It's even the head house maiden calls it a lazy god. Doesn't really like do anything. And I was wondering, like, the king clearly closed this door and put tears in our way, but the oh yeah, we know about this. It's just the locked doors, or the people locked them. Oh yeah, this thing. Anthony Bourdain attacks. I'm not actually sure if buffs like that stack. Like, do we now have 2 levels of attack buff, or, just straight away, just... Buffs to each stat don't stack, they just renew the duration. Yeah, I figured. That's what the icons and stuff seem to indicate. Bonnie. Great job, Bonnie. You're almost there. All right. Only there was a way for Bonnie to never miss. You happy? See what you made me do? Did she always slowly breathe in and out there? Right, that's where you get the secret ingredient. This be different somehow? So, this time we've had our perfect day, so this might be different. Hey, Mira, everything good? Oh, yes. I got a little fired up fighting that big sadness earlier, but I feel better now. I'm doing breathing exercises to stay calm. Yeah, the fabled Siffrin breathing exercises. Told you I wasn't doing it for no reason. It had to help somehow. Yes, thank you, Siffrin. And thank you for yesterday, too. I don't think I'd be this calm if we hadn't talked. Huh? When you two spent some time together. Yes, we had a good talk. It helped me realize some things. Oh, I'm glad. Nothing like a good talk between friends to feel better. And it seems like you were hard at work yesterday, weren't you, Siffrin? Helping me out along with Bonnie and Madame Odile. And me. I suppose that's what friends are for, isn't it? To help with important things. Friends? Are you all friends? You travel together, ate together, laughed together. So you thought it made you friends, but Odile says the same thing every time, doesn't she? Are we friends? Huh? Yes? But you said it once, didn't you, Odile? But you said it once, didn't you, Odile? Huh? You remember. Every time you stop for a snack break on floor 1, she says, you said we weren't friends. You said we were allies, colleagues at best. Did I? Odile, how could you? I don't remember her saying that. But sadly, this does sound like something Odile would say. But she says it every time, every blinding time. Wait, did she even say it this loop? When you stopped for a snack on the 2nd floor, it was all different, so maybe it was different then, too. Allies. I don't... Well, that does sound like something I'd say, yes. I don't know if I consider you all friends, per se. The 5 of us are just very different people with different goals and thoughts. Our age difference makes it difficult for me to see you as friends. After all, why would an old lady be friends with a preteen? Oh. It's just strange. So no, to me we aren't friends. The mere thought is absurd to me. Way to bring down the morale, madame. I'm not done. I don't think we're friends, but I would do anything to protect all of you. Horrible things, to be honest, as long as I would be sure you would all be safe. And I think you'd all do the same for me, for anyone in our little group. So friends doesn't fit to me, but we're family, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, we're family. Like me and Neil. We stay together. We eat together. We say good morning and good night. Family. I have a difficult relationship with that word, but yes, family fits better, I think. Family. What a lovely word to describe our relationship to each other. I already thought of us like that, but it's kind of awkward to say it aloud, isn't it? It is a little bit. But we don't know what tomorrow or even the next few hours have in store. So while we are still together on this journey, we may as well say it. Say the unsaid. Especially since Siffrin over here seemed to think I didn't care about him. You don't know how to react. All this time you were trying to keep in mind what she said. That you were just allies to each other, but... Odile reaches over and ruffles your hair. Don't think so hard, Siffrin. Quite honestly, it doesn't seem to work out very well for you. So mean, madame. Siffrin's hat is all lopsided now. You look funny like this, friend. You readjust your hat and hide your face. They all look at you smiling. I'm bored. Snack time. I have, I'll start with the worst one. Leftover samosas. From yesterday's dinner? Yeah, they're the ones I burnt. But I thought I should still keep them in case we get super duper hungry. Don't be mean to burnt samosas, they were delicious. They really were. They're not the worst of anything. Okay, next one. I have... palmiers. Palmiers. We all know palmiers. They're yummy, they're crunchy, they get crumbs everywhere. Moving on. And the last snack. Okay, I've never tried it before, but I think I cooked it well. Ta-da! Malanga fritters. Oh, what are they? They're fried malanga and garum. Malanga is some kind of root and garum is some kind of pumpkin. This smells heavenly. So, which one? Which snacks do you guys want? We've had the malanga fritters, we've had the samosas. We'll try the palmiers. There you go. Bonnie hands you some palmiers, everyone starts eating. It always feels weird not picking the malanga fritters in this scene, because they are Siffrin's favorite food. He goes mental for them the first time. Wait, have you tried every single one of Bonnie's snacks? You count them in your head. Plantain chips, cookies, malanga fritters. Yes, you have. Huh. Just the fact that you've tasted them all means you've been looping for a while. And even though you might be tired of some of them, they're all so different and delicious still. How long did it take Bonnie to prepare all those snacks for today? You're a really talented cook, Bonnie. Huh? Well, of course I am, stupid. Someone has to make sure you eat good enough so that you can be happy and not sad. Is that so? Thank you for taking care of us, Bonnie. Thanks, Bonbon. You're the best, Bonbon. You all clap your hands. If my A button mashing is being picked up by the microphone. It's a click, click, click. You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Safe Rooms lets you recover your HP, all of your HP after a battle ends. As you eat, you look at everyone. They're smiling. Happy. Sometimes one of them sees you looking at them and smiles at you. In this moment, you are loved. In this moment, I am euphoric. You know, I have a good feeling. We'll definitely kick the king's butt. Kick the king's butt. Kick the king's butt. All right, everyone, let's finish eating our snacks. We have a king's butt to kick. Yeah! Okay, so you make very sure not to just beef it this time. What is it? Are you still hungry? Here, have some more malanga fritters. Bonnie fills your cupped hands with fritters. Eat them, Kay? You look weird. think you were out of calories. Calories. I think you're out of calories. You with the fritters. Tastes good. You know, I made them for you. Thank you, Bon Bon. You're welcome. Bonnie smiles brightly. Siffrin, would you perhaps accept a comb? Is your hair that bad? You nod and get your hand out to receive the comb. Actually, would you perhaps allow me to brush your hair? You nod? Oh, that's completely fine. I just thought I'd ask since... Wait, you said yes to getting your hair brushed. You nod again. Slightly farther, you hear someone gasp and curse. What is that about? Quick, sit down in front of me. Do it. Hesitantly, you sit down and remove your hat. Mirabelle slowly and methodically starts combing your hair. Finally, I can repay the favor. You did my hair so wonderfully a few weeks ago. I'm glad I get to brush your hair in return. I was surprised you had experience taking care of kinky hair, too. Oh, look, your hair is split everywhere. You should take better care of it. Such a shame. It's such a nice bright shade, too. Will you dye your hair again? I think you should let it grow out. Light hair suits you so well. You can barely hear what she's saying. Getting your hair combed feels nice. You can feel your tension in Mirabelle's fade as she takes care of you. Mirabelle chatters on for a few minutes until... All good. You're all ready for the king now. Yes, you have to be careful to appear... We do have to be beautiful to appear in front of him. We do, madame. Gotta appear fierce. Of course. Mirabelle smiles at you. It would be really funny if Siffrin had the handsome Lancer portrait right here. So, Siffrin, buddy, wanna talk? What about? Okay, we're ignoring that whole thing. Sure, that's fine. We can do this if you want. We can also ignore how you're acting weird and how you stop smiling every time you think we're not looking. I'll give you one last chance, though. Would you like to sit down and have a talkie-talk about what just happened? No. Nope. Okay, no problem. But when we're done and we've won, and we eat dinner tonight having beaten the king, before we go our separate ways, we will have the feelings talkie-talk. You snort. Sure thing, Asa. Oh, you said sure. We're gonna have this talk. Gotcha. You're stuck now. You will be emotionally vulnerable. But don't you have another talk with Isabel planned? Only if we have that first talk first. The first talk? What? Isabel freezes in the middle of a sentence. Uh-oh. Yes. That other talk. The one I said I would have you last night in the clock tower if we went back. Yes. That talk. Yes. 2 talks, Sif. 1 talk each. We can get through this. Isabel gives you a shaky thumbs up. Smirking, you give one back. Sorry for messing up your hair earlier. I know you don't usually like to be touched, but I think you needed it this time, right? You stay silent and readjust your hat. If I can help with anything, Siffrin, just let me know. You and I are very private people, but we need to open up every once in a while, don't you think? We're family, after all. I don't think I can. Open up, you mean? Of course not. As I've said, it's not a skill we're very good at. But know that I'll always be here if you decide to do so before we part ways. If you don't say anything. Your family members' craft skills and experience has been recorded for this location. That's cute. Like, come on, Siffrin, these people... Like, you gave an eye to save Bonnie's life without even thinking about it. These aren't strangers. King must be up ahead. Are you ready? Ready! Go up over here. Let me just trip over them. No new dialogue there. From what I can tell, the mangas are based on operas from Guadalupe, which is Francophone. Get ready, everyone. King waits. Well, I'm like pretty sure that's the correct shield. May as well ask. Why call yourself king? Oh, I have decided my will is more than just the will of Volgard. Volgard doesn't know. No one knows what I am doing. I am doing what needs to be done. They do not understand. I'm someone who selfishly does what needs to be done against the will of the people. Oh God, such a person can only be called a king. So you know that what you're doing is wrong, that no one wants to be frozen in time. Against the will of the people. Yes. Against the will of the universe. No. It's not wrong. Our will is not wrong. I just want Bogart to stay like this forever, forever, forever. Oh, it is time, saviors. Ouch. The shield has fallen off, so it's time. I think what happened was maybe we, like a dialogue happened and that makes the shields fall off, but like I didn't notice that that is how it works or something. Where is, turn it up on, go. Shields up. Siffrin may as well not attack, because just like getting rid of our throwing out a scissor mark to do like 300 damage is not worth it. Like that's a setback more than anything. You guys are so cool. I'm enjoying this game. We already have our attack up, so I guess just guard. All out attack out. You have heard this before. Okay, so that's going to reset our shield. No, our shield's still up, okay. Put up this other shield though. Oh yeah, it just fell off. Okay. Let me put up both shields because he's about to go. Oh. Well, he did next turn. Can you do it now? Yes. Okay. I was a little worried. Because, yeah, now he's gonna do his, Now he's gonna do his, attack. Oops. You have heard this before. I've played these games before! Sounds like there's nothing else for me to add, huh? All you need to do right now is disappear. No, 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 no! Disappear! 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 No! I'll attack the king and hit as hard as you could. Oh, I can't disappear, not yet, not when I still can't see it. Ooh. That sound is really, that sound always makes me laugh because it is used in, it is the basis for the teleport sound in Yume Nikki. When you open the door, that wow, 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 wow. It's just, Kikiyama did something to the sound. Put a bunch of reverb on it or something weird. You're happy to see them happy. We did it, Maribel. No, my precious powering. God, God, forever. Someone's gonna say, wow, I was sleeping, and that noise happened. There's gotta be a chain lying around. There's gotta be a chain lying around somewhere. Can't go back. You put yourself in front of Odile so she doesn't have to see how impossibly high we are. Clouds! So hot. So we saw that. That'll change. God's dancing. It's just a dancing fellow. The head housemaiden very much looks like one of the diamonds or something from Steven Universe. I think somebody said exactly that. I think I said she looks like a Steven Universe character, and someone said she looks like a diamond. Here again. Last time you got here, you looped right back to the start after talking to the head housemaiden, didn't you? Is the loop breaking when you talk to her? Does she know why? If you talk to her, will time loop back again? But you managed to beat the king, didn't you? Together with your family? You didn't think helping them the day before would amount to anything, but time changed a little, didn't it? Even if it wasn't much, it changed. It changed. You know them now. You're a family. Isn't it just like the books Bon reads? Friendship fixes everything, and so if you talk to everyone again, talk to the head housemaid again, maybe something will change too. You should talk to everyone. That's the sun. Outside. Sif, we did it. We beat the king. You wanted to tell me something? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so the thing I said I would tell you is... Go stares at you thoughtfully. Never mind. Huh? What is it? Nah, it doesn't really matter that much. I really wanted us to have a feelings talk. You talk about your feelings before we go our separate ways, and I can always tell you my thing after that. So never mind. Sorry, I'll tell you later. But you could tell me your thing now. Wow, you're really curious about it, huh? Nope, I will not say a thing. Oh, but I will say something though. I'm glad we're friends, Sif. Oh, somehow you feel a little let down that you didn't try the usual thing. But I'm glad we're friends too, Issa. Oh, crap, I think I might cry. We're friends. We're friends. These both cheeks are dark. You're sure yours are too. You both smile. I hope you'll at least visit sometime, Siv. Our journey's over, but don't be a stranger, okay? You're not. Oh, right. Yeah, the other, thing was that Siffrin was worried about forgetting people. That's something I had forgotten that happened. I never said thank you. You saved me that time against the sadness, and you saved me when we met. You're the one who saw me back then, right? When I was walking? Ah, when you first met Bonnie forever ago. Bonnie was out of it. They'd been walking away from the village for days when you saw them. Crying, barely hanging on, walking to escape the slowly encroaching king's curse. They fainted as soon as you got to their side. I was really tired then, so I don't remember well. But you saw me, right? You made everyone notice I was there, and I never said thank you for that. Or for protecting me. So, thanks, stupid. Bonnie runs into you, pressing their face against your left side. Their arms are still at their sides, though. Is that a hug? Without raising your arms, you gently lean back against them. I had a dog. He was a racing greyhound. He was a rescue. And they don't have a good life on the track. And he didn't know that much about people. And so, but what they would do is they didn't have a lot of kind attention when they were growing up. So they all developed the habit of leaning on each other, to show affection to each other because nobody was petting them. And so if he ever wanted to show you affection, he would come over and lean on you. He was pretty heavy, so. I'll miss you, friend. I know you'll leave soon, but you should come by Bamboosh one day. So you can meet my sister, so I can say, that's Frin. They helped me a bunch. They're really cool. So come and see me sometime, yeah? Promise? Yeah, I'll come by. Yay. I'll be waiting for you, friend. Bonnie smiles at you. Well, we did it. We won. Whoop whoop. Ha! Whoop whoop indeed. It was fun, traveling with everyone. I will miss it. I suppose everyone will go back to their homes now. Mirabelle will probably stay here. Isabelle will probably go back to Jouvant. And we'll ask someone to accompany Bonnie back to Bambouche. What about you, Siffrin? Will you be going back home? Oh, deal. Why not say it in the end? I can never go back home. Oh. What? You look away. No, sorry. This isn't any of my business, but no home at all. I never knew. I'm sorry. You keep looking away. I'll probably be going back to Kabwe soon. Our paths will diverge soon, but if you ever come towards Kabwe, please come by and say hello, won't you? Don't be a stranger, Siffrin. You nod. Your deal voice strikes me as slightly peridot. I went for like nerdy, and I was like, what is a nerdy voice? And it's like, oh, it's a nasally voice. And I was like, oh, she's a lady, so. A nasally lady. That's your butt! That's your butt! Peridot's voice actor was... All the voice actors in that show were having a blast, but I think Peridot's was up there. Hi, Siffrin. I know you may be tired of hearing this by now, but I'm glad we talked yesterday. I've always thought that change was about changing yourself and only yourself. If I couldn't be how I thought I had to be, clearly the fault was mine, you know? It's my responsibility to change, even if I don't want to. That's what I thought at least, but if even you, Siffrin, can understand what I'm going through, if you're the same, even in a small way, then I must believe I'm not the only one feeling that way about the change belief either. And if I'm not the only one feeling restricted by the change belief, if there's more people out there feeling the same as I do, then shouldn't the belief change instead of us? I have a lot ahead of me still. But I never would have realized this without you, Siffrin. You got to meet Peridot's Spanish voice actress? Yeah, that is sad, placehold. Pearl is my favorite character too, so I was like, ugh, that sucks. Maybe you think about coming to visit Dormont just to say hi? But you don't have to. It's just an idea. I'd like that, Mirabelle. I'm glad we're friends, Siffrin. She played a Steven Universe song on a ukulele and sang a part with Peridot's voice. It was awesome. Aww. Don't forget about me on your journey, okay? Mirabelle smiles at you happily. The head housemaiden. Last time she said the loop was broken and you looped back for no reason you can tell. But now that you're here with your family, it has to change, doesn't it? Time might not loop again because you're loved. You should talk to her quickly before the loop restarts on its own again. Hello! Traveling one. Are you done talking to your companions? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Wait, isn't she saying the same things as last time? I'd like to thank you for accompanying young Mirabelle this far. I'm very grateful. Siffrin, yes? If there's anything I can do to thank you, please don't hesitate to let me know. Oh, stars, no. She's saying the exact same thing she did last time. I know you'll go back to your travels soon, but I do have... No, it should have been different, shouldn't it? You said something different this time. You're with your family and they love you this time. So then, why is she repeating the exact same thing? But no matter what, know that Dormont will always be open to you. Please come back any... time. Oh, no. Oh, no. You breathe, you breathe, you breathe. Power of friendship, huh? Why would whatever happened before change anything now? Because you're loved now, you were safe? Is that what you thought? Stupid, stupid, stupid. You try and breathe. Oh, Siffrin. It's fine, it's just the end again. It's the same. I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. You'll be going back when everything started. See? You already knew what will happen after that. If you know what happens next, it means you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Siffrin? Something wrong? You turn your head. Odile is looking right at you. You can't shift your expression fast enough. Siffrin? What is it? Is everything okay? Head housemaiden, is something the matter? I can't fix it on my own, not before it all ends. If only I'd noticed it sooner. Huh? What's happening? Friend? You can't move. You're frozen. Siffrin, what's... Ugh. Is something happening? The air around us, it feels like... Ah. My head hurts. It's my fault that you have to suffer like this. Siffrin! They're all running toward you. Siffrin, come back! Something's wrong. You have to move. Siffrin! Just move. I just hope that one day... You catch Ysabeau's hand. Siffrin! You might learn. You take a step forward to forgive. And then... You open your eyes, hand already reaching out to nothing. Stupid. You press your palms against your eyes and laugh. You really believed it, stupid. You really thought this was it. You really thought helping them would save you. If you helped them, if you were loved, if it had to save you, didn't it? Friendship would save you, wouldn't it? It was different, but not enough to save you. And now... Mirabelle's back to feeling awful and out of place. Ysabeau won't remember the night you spent under the stars. Odile is still hiding everything about herself. Bonbon's back to being Bonnie. Back to hating you. And you're back here. That's what you get for hoping. That's what you deserve. Joker laughter. Oh, Mirabelle will be here soon, won't she? Just breathe, Siffrin. Power friendship didn't work. It's fine. All you can do is try something else now. It's fine that it didn't work. It's fine that they don't remember. It's all fine that everything just happened has been reset. It's totally fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Back to the stage. You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory Family doubles everyone's XP gained in battle except for yours. As for the head housemaiden, she didn't say anything different. It was the exact same, even though... You know, everything about her was different. Why was she repeating the same thing over and over again? It was almost like you weren't there. The king spoke of something called timecraft. Might be time to find out more. You could ask the Dormont librarian, see if they find anything. Sip's doing all right. Oh, hey. We don't correct the birds anymore. Siffrin, you're up. Here again. What a nice young man, and so full of energy, too. I'm an only child, but I feel like having an older brother like him would be fun. Something feels weird. When you asked her about Odile, didn't she tell you she had a sister? Uh-oh. But this live, she says she's an only child? Don't you have a sister? I don't? I just said I'm an only child, silly. You want to ask her more, but she's already back to her daydream. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Okay, this is all. This is not gonna be new, I don't think. Mirabelle didn't tell you the contents of the letter. If you open it now, you won't be able to give Mirabelle her gift. Open the letter. Yes. It's many pages long. The stylish woman wrote about how she met Mirabelle and how she admires her and how she hopes the bow will fit her well. The last page has only one sentence written on it. It just says, "None of us blame you, Mirabelle." Interesting. I'm trying to write a letter. Don't look, please. Away. Alright. Hey, we found 86. Is 86 the last one? 68? No. 68 is just the last one we saw, not the oldest one we've seen. So it only remembers the last one you looked at, I guess. Like, not even the highest one on that loop. Alright. I did know that. I did actually know that, yeah. Yeah, I did know. Yeah, I run constantly. I've not stopped running. I've been running a lot. I'm glad. Running is very important. You can finish things faster. You can build up your endurance. You can avoid your problems. You can escape when sadness runs after you. Huh? Everything okay? My kid sibling didn't know how to run very fast. I'm pretty fast, but not everyone is. So don't be afraid to use X to run, okay? We're all counting on you. No, this is the person who didn't want to come outside. This is a tutorial kid. We don't need tutorials from tutorial kid. But we may as well check it out. I have never played. You don't know how to play rock, paper, scissors? It's because of the hat? Yes. I knew it. I'll teach you then. It's a simple game. We're gonna yell rock, paper, scissors, and at scissors we'll throw our hands like this. The hardest thing in the world is when somebody wants to play rock, paper, scissors, invariably there will be an internal disagreement, like not one that's voiced. One party will go on scissors and one party will go after scissors. You always have to sort that out before you play. Rock beats scissors because rocks break scissors. Scissors beats paper because you cut paper with scissors. Paper beats rock just because. Yeah, it never made sense, did it? Yeah, okay. You know the rules now. Let's play rock, papers. Good old rock, nothing beats that. Yeah, it's your paper. Paper wins against rock, which means I'm in this round. Actually did the good old rock, nothing beats that last time. No, I threw rock. I've lost this round, but... Oh, I think they do the same... Did they do the same every time and we can just beat them? I wonder if something happens from that. But it's not over yet. Okay, last round, because they did paper, rock, and then they're gonna do paper again, I think. Yeah, they did paper, rock, scissors. Quite powerful hat adult, I'll give you that. Not right now. I'm too sad to commit suicide. Incredible. Oh, deal is here. We'll get with the shop pass offer. Oh, deal. Oh, Siffrin, you look rested. Glad to see you this laid back on the day before the end of the world. I'll come back. I have to see at the clock tower later then. Go to the library first. We'll also get... Can we ask her about what people would blame her for? Hi, Siffrin, do you need anything? How are you feeling? I'm feeling? Oh, being in Dormont, you mean? That's nostalgic. This is where I lived before, after all. I mean, when I wasn't studying or working at the house. Dormont itself hasn't changed much, but the house... You can see it from the village, you know? How distorted it has become. I was the only one who managed to escape when the king attacked. So many people must be hurt, or... Maybe they're all... We'll save them all tomorrow. Okay. We gotta get that leaf. And we gotta get the bomb part. Gotta get our drawing. It's Mirabelle. It's me. When executive dysfunction is the only thing keeping you alive. You draw something I can take with me? It would be funny if the kid got a little bit better at drawing every loop and the game just never called attention to it, and eventually they were like a master artist. Gotta get a flower. Can we give Lupa a flower? That'd be interesting. We've spoken to these guys. A kid by the name of Bonnie who smells like snacks. Just trying to open this man's door right next to him. Oh, hello, traveler. Yeah, the smell in here is too. Okay, so we got that. Good for you. Did you know? Because we are from the sky. 4-point leaf. We are a wizard. Oh, hey, traveler. You're not from Vogard, are you? That's the rumor, at least. I'm Terry myself. Came from Vogard to further my studies. Yeah, I've spoken to this guy. Doesn't seem like he has new text. Get the bomb part. I thought it was in this guy's house. Oh, this one is changed. Okay. There's a letter. The long thingy thing is in the letter. Barrel. Drawings of barrels. Not drawings of barrels, but that would be really funny. Guess we'll go see our best friend Loop. This rock looks suspicious. Not really. Welcome back, Stardust. Power of love didn't cut it. That's too bad. I was hoping this could be it somehow, too. But at least you found out more about your party, didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? What's it all good for if they'll forget it in the next loop? Yeah, but for once, Loop seems to be at a loss for words. In the meantime, though, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? A question about... Oops. There's this book fan. Ah, that man living in a house full of books. He seems to be really into that book series your housemaiden likes, The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Right? Didn't the last issue come out right as the King's Curse started freezing Vogard in time? It might be hard to find. Okay, well that's not a new... Okay, so none of these are new. Aren't you bored? Me? Nah, don't worry about me, Stardust. I like being in the sun. What should I do next? You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with? Find out more about the loops. What should I do now? See if talk to the king and find out about something called timecraft, was it? I wonder where you'd be able to find out more about it. There might be a book about it somewhere. Maybe the librarian in Dormont knows something? Sometimes topics just get unwinded out. Probably has something to do with the way that stuff is set up in the programming. I guess we could just blitz through the dates to get everybody's powers up. Not necessarily dates, but they're just hangouts. The flower, nothing special about it. Oh, I'll give it to somebody. I wonder if I can give the flower to the king. You can gift it to your family members. Okay, we'll give Isabel a flower. Flower for you. What? A flower? For me? You're the only one here, Isa. Yeah. Thanks, Sif. I'll treasure it forever. Seems happy. Actually, let's talk to the librarian first, because that might prompt us to do something else. Anything about timecraft? Timecraft? Like, specifically? I'm not sure. You could look through books about crafts. We have one here, but it might not talk about timecraft much. I wonder, where could you find craftonomy books? Craftonomy? The librarian notices your confusion. Oh, the study of craft in general is called craftonomy. I don't think the libraries here or in the house carry any. Maybe you should look elsewhere? Also, why am I thinking about candles right now? Must be nothing. Place other than libraries. Maybe someone's dorm room in the house? Well, there are those candles. Okay, yeah, we've already read this. Minecraft. Yeah, that would help us get through the, Timecraft not being achievable was the theory for a long time, but the king is able to freeze people in time, isn't he? And what makes you loop in time can be considered timecraft too. Who drew that face? Oops. Well, I guess we'll take the weaker version of the thing for her. Actually, we may as well zone out through all of these and just see if that does anything different. Siffrin jockey! Sorry, that was mega loud. Yeah, Mirabelle grabbed her weapon and the combat music started. She did actually wake up when I did that. Zip through these. Have I enjoyed the game so far? It's very good. Yeah. Just going through a part where there's a lot of, like, we're just going through stuff we've done before to get to a the part that we haven't. Because it's a time loop game, right? If I learn how to use, we will win again. Wait, I never saw her techniques. 1,000 blows technique. Bonnie whacks one enemy with her cookie pot, hurting them a little bit. And more than a little bit with the billion blows technique. Aggression boost technique. Boosts all family members' attack. Fortress building technique. Boosts all their defense. Wolf speed technique. Life replenishing technique. And Bonnie misses. It happens. Alright, so I think we're going up to the 3rd floor. We learned to regenerate. I assume. The greed surrounds the family member regenerates 10% of HP every turn. 5-turn cooldown. Okay. Family, 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 family. It's the storage room. I hope everyone knows what I was referencing with family, family, family. No. Okay. I don't want to deal with it. It's a clip of some kind of like a Fast and the Furious Vin Diesel's character. I don't even know what his character is named. It was like an impersonation training thing for people who are impersonating that character, and it was like a room full of Vin Diesels repeating the word family, family, family over and over again. Sharpening stone for the key knife. Hello. Okay. Should be able to sharpen the key knife now. When you get it back, that is okay. Egg. Sif, did something happen? What? What do you mean? Did you drink a special tonic or something? You seem, so graceful, right? I knew I wasn't imagining it. You're walking in a cool way, like a dancer or something. I usually feel like a tiny fennec fox, but you're more like a panther right now. And the way you defeated the last few sadnesses we've seen, that was... impressive. Whoa! It's time to get serious, you know? It's time to get serious. I will show the king my true power. I will show them all. And then, no one will ever make fun of you again for being barely taller than a preteen. Oops, I didn't click through something. Rimba looks at your heeled shoes, then at her flat boots. We must have said, I'm not that short. Is that so? Ouch. Yeah, Belle. Hit him where it hurts. Are you really moving differently, though? I'm moving different. Ran so many circles around him, I got stuck in a time loop. When you think of it, your family members do feel slower than you now. Clumsier. How long have you been in there compared to them? Nobody can outspeed a Siffrin's dream. That's true. Yeah. Mini peppers! Stingus. Sorry to keep waiting and waiting. It's not what a lady in waiting is. Oops. I do have to go down there. Hit your hip into the counter and bite your lip really hard. You hit the counter back. Oh, bad counter. Let's beat it up. These Bo and Bonnie kick the counter too. You feel better. Egg. What's that? Anti-object task force, absolutely. I love that you can fully spec into wall punching in Disco Elysium. You're a cop who gets mad and breaks things. Masculine rage, yeah. Thanks, Bonnie. A little. That's not the first time we've seen that. Little flashes of previous Siffrins. That is disconcerting, though. I think we saw, yeah, there was already a, we already saw that dialogue. Craftonomy book. Is this a craftology book? Piercing craft, creative craft. Where's my protecting craft chapter? It's a craftonomy book, not a craftology book. This one's about the study of craft, not your fortune. A book about the study of craft? Could it have any information about timecraft, maybe? Does that craftonomy book have anything on timecraft? Timecraft? What for? It is related to our situation, isn't it, with the king? We don't have time. What's timecraft? I want to know what that is. Should we have a crash course on timecraft then? Oh, fine. Odile flips through the book. Well, it does have a section on timecraft. Alright, so timecraft is, as the name implies, the power to wield and craft time itself. It's a type of craft that's been hypothesized to exist for decades, but its existence has never been proven. Until now, right? Stopping time. That's what the king does, right? So the king is using timecraft? The king most likely is, yes. Which would make it the first time in history someone managed to harvest that power. Outside of stories told in family tales, that is. Just a moment, please. I believe I have a package. Your Odile voice has become so much dorky over the course of this stream. If you go back to the beginning, I was having trouble separating it from the Siffrin voice. As soon as somebody said Peridot, I was like, there it is. That's your butt. Where are we at? We want... So let's play Delayed or Stolen. A package was due today. It's not here. Let's find out whether it was delayed or stolen. Delayed! Oh, that's annoying. Okay. That's fine. I'll live. Where's do I have a porch pirate problem? So I've never had a package stolen. It's happened to my neighbors a few times. I'm generally pretty quick about grabbing stuff, but I've heard scholars outside of Vogard are really excited right now. Timecraft confirmed to be real. So they're happy because he froze people in time? Well, it's more complicated than that. Moral society does change everything we knew about timecraft. Think about how timecraft could be used. The king is only stopping people's time, but it could be used for many other things. It could be used to hasten or slow people's time too. Maybe make people's bodies younger or older. Maybe make buds grow into trees in an instant. The worst case scenario could be used to change history itself. Crafting time to go back in time and change history. Whoa! The possibilities are endless and terrifying. Definitely not the kind of power you'd want in someone's hands. Definitely not someone like the king. And correct me if I'm wrong, but crafting time wouldn't be like crafting clay to a specific shape or crafting a sword. Those are easy enough to do and won't tire you out, but crafting time, something as basic and essential as time, wouldn't it ask for immense amounts of power? Exactly. Crafting clay barely asks for any power from the user, but crafting time, it was theorized that crafting time, even to pause time for a single second, would probably kill the user immediately. Kill them dead? Kill them dead. And yet the king is still alive. So it raises the question, what gave him enough power to use timecraft without dying?
My life savings for my lost wager.
Every time, thank you, it's me, boy. Every time I see that soy jack with the blue herb, makes me want to scream. Good questions, Isabel. You have pretty smart insights sometimes. I sure do. Timecraft is what the king uses and it's dangerous. Got it. I suppose talking about this was useful. I'm surprised you're curious about this, though. Siffrin? You shrug. Timecraft. Type of craft that allows the user to control time. Isn't that what you and the king have been using? But neither of you should be able to use it. Using it would ask for immense amounts of power. So then, what gave you this power? Maybe you should ask the king about this. What if it isn't enough? What if he doesn't want to tell you anything about timecraft? You've talked to the king and the head housemaiden. Are those really the only two people that would know anything about the loops you're stuck in? Who else could you talk to about the loops to theorize? Oh wait, there is one person. You make the secret hand sign and think about talking to Loop. Hello, Loop speaking. Thank you for calling. How may I help you? I have a question about... I've been seeing myself in the house. Yourself? Like how? You told Loop about how you saw yourself walking around the house a few times. An image of yourself walking around the house. Maybe there are reflections? Remnants of your past loops? I wouldn't know. Odile uses the same word to describe the sadnesses. Could it be a sadness? You see a copy of you walking around and you assume it's a sadness? Are you sad, Stardust? I'm gonna go ahead and say they're linked to your loops. If they are, you might see them more and more as you loop through time. I'd love to chat, Stardust, but you have other things to do, don't you? Come by and see me anytime. We'll chat about whatever you want. What should I do next? You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with? Find out more about the loops. So I guess we can't have this conversation about the king. No. Yeah, I guess we can't have this conversation over the phone. Okay, talk to you later, Stardust. $46. So the highest one I've seen is like 86 on the 3rd floor. But I think we tried to ask him about that one. He's like, no, that's not it. The hint we've got is that it came out like right before the king attacked. Oh wait, we just have the key to go up now. And then there's this asshole. Just accepts it. Yep, I have shared that information already, Linneo. Chateau does indeed mean castle. Sadness is implied to be former people. I had thought they were, but I think they might be like a step removed from that. I'm not sure. They're either people who got killed by sadnesses, or they are just born out of people's despair. Fully immune, right? Yep. Should just start running from these guys since I'm not using the family memory that gives you extra experience. Huh? Is that new? Oh yeah, so the she didn't say the line. Is that the first time she said this? What was that coin flip about, madame? Oh, well, I asked the favor tree to make me win my next coin flip. Huh? Such a silly favor. Purely for scientific reasons. I was wondering whether this favor tree business has any truth to it. As we can see, it does. But it wasn't the best experiment to prove it. There is a 50-50 chance after all. So you really think you won because of the favor tree? Not really. Call me weird, but I don't think a tree can grant favors. Okay, so we saw that. Babana. I wonder if she said, okay, she does say the same thing. Alright, I guess we should move on. I feel like we go right first. There was another Siffrin. Disrespect, that always makes me laugh. Put a little away, just go away. Siffrin's moving so fast, he's creating after images. It's all that running. Is anything useful in here? I like boring administrative papers. Wow, a secret passage. No new information in the running book. I just had to check. The tree is on the cover. It's the Elden Ring. Oh! The all-knowing! The all-knowing! I can't. Just making that voice almost, like, immediately gives me a sore throat. Go down. book says the no. Okay, I'll check it out. Nothing more to learn here. This one's open phrase 1, 2, 3. Wait. Wasn't the stool was not there that last time, right? I feel like this is where the secret passage was, right? Still wondering what this glass is for. You remember the sky. Wi-Fi is actively dying, so you're gonna go to sleep? Okay. What time do we got? I might wrap things up soonish. Maybe we'll end this run somewhere. I think we just go straight up now. Oh, maybe the secret passage I'm thinking of is on this floor. I just remembered it being in the croissant room. Please tell me the update didn't come out or something just now. That's gonna be so much work. It killed the other one to heal itself and then just immediately got killed with an all-out attack. That's great. But yeah, we could sharpen the key knife too. just pop up to this floor. Guess we'll see what happens if we sharpen the key knife. I believe it's pronounced turbina. Oh yeah, okay, it's the from the book about croissants, not There's still nothing new in here. No? So, unlike Mirabelle, who said she doesn't have romantic feelings for people at all, sounds like Siffrin does, but like doesn't feel good about it. The email is listed on the channel. It's mutantwormgirl.com, mutantwormgirl at gmail.com. Mutantwormgirl@gmail.com. Yeah. It's also just listed in the channel. If you go to the channel info, you'll see it there. Feel free. '87. Okay, 87 is here in the clay rooms. We'll remember that. Siffrin doesn't feel good about any emotion, I think. Yamera! And I forgot if I said thank you, but thank you. Am I losing it? I thought I had a key. Oh, key's here. all the way back over, because it's not this key, of course. We'll want to check the we'll want to check the clay room again, actually, to get the 87. Just want to grab the bomb part in here. Angry key. That door? Okay, we're about back to the other side. Use the angry key to get through that other door. Motherfucker playing tic-tac-toe. That's a different child's game. It's not the one we're supposed to be playing. Schubert's card game. Where we're going, you don't need cards to do battle. We'll be doing battle with ancient Egyptian laser beams. Sorry, Bakura. Main characters only. Your hair is not crazy enough to get in here. He's with me. Whoa. Confusing the Zoomers. Next, I'll do the G.I. Joe Fensler film videos. Once again, you find yourself here, helping your family members be the best version of themselves. Mirabelle, who's starting to accept her unchanging self. Odile, who's learning more about her history. Bonnie, who's starting to understand that they were never, ever at fault. Isabel, who just wanted to talk to you. Same as before, isn't it? This is as far as their change goes. They'll never change more than they do now. Worse, you won't let them. But it's comforting, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? You could do this forever and it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Used to think it would be perfect to remember everything that happened to you. You don't think you were right, but it's nice still. You'll remember it all now. You won't forget a thing. Even if you're the only one who remembers this time, that's fine. It's better than the alternative, isn't it? It's fine, you're fine. He's not fine. Goes to the bathroom. Okay, we got the key knife. Okay, so the whetstone that we got sharpens the knife, but I don't know what we would need it for. Could we use it to go back? Because, let's see. What's a sharpening stone? Sharpening stone. Apply to key knife. You tried focus on sharpening the knife. Doesn't seem to be getting sharper. Oh, is that how you sharpen knives now, Sid? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know. Feels like you usually say something when you sharpen your dagger. Do you? Can't remember. Yeah, something's missing. Doesn't Siffrin talk usually? They do. They mumble when they make things. Like, a few weeks ago you were carving a little wooden ordeal, remember? And you were saying... something? Yeah, I can't remember. Can't remember either. Always forgetful as Siffrin now. This doesn't bode well. I saw a piece of carving wood or some carving stuff I'd remember. Yeah. Could it be that easy? Carving. You find carving tools or something. Well, there's the ceramics workshop. I can't think of where we've like even seen any carving items. Well, we still gotta talk to the king, and we've got a bond this time, so that's pretty funny. This thing might actually be a little bit annoying to kill this time. So we didn't level that much. Actually, I guess it was fine. There we go. Zip zoom. So what made a bomb? You keep the bomb in your pockets. Wouldn't want Bonnie to carry it. You know it's not the case, but you still have to say your lines. You don't want to risk anything by changing the script, do you? Okay. Which snack do you guys want? We'll have them along the fritters. It's perfect. This path, it's a lot of work, but it's real. In this moment, you are loved. Because you forced them to. And it's kind of interesting that it's driving a wedge between Siffrin and his friends that they don't even know about. Could have told him. Could have told him about the. Yeah, the time loop. There's still time. Got all the time in the world. Alright, back to this. Shields up. Why are you so tall? So you're using Timecraft. What if you're using Timecraft? How do you manage to control it? Timecraft should use immeasurable amounts of power that no human can have, so how? Yes, it is true. I could not have harvested Timecraft of my own, so I had some help. Help? Who? Oh, isn't it obvious? The universe would. I only had to wish for it, and the universe delivered. Somebody made a wish at the wishing tree. Nah, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to remember. It's what's beyond this plane, correct? What's in the sky? Oh, I knew folk guardians were ignorant of it, but I did not think travelers from other countries were too. Oh, how could you? Volgardians, huh? Interesting choice of words. Are you not from Volgard yourself? He isn't, Mademoiselle. I feel like I've seen an article about it somewhere recently. I saw it today. Where was it again? Okay, it's in the bedroom with all the articles. Where do you call home then? The king flinches. He does not answer. Okay. So we'll get an article about the king next time we go through. Why are you so tall? Oh, quite honestly. It just happened. It just happened. Oh. After I accepted the power at my disposal, I found myself like this, towering over everyone. But I do not mind. I can see very far in this body. I can even see... Bomb time. Bomb time! What the... Grab, yeah! Oops, I think I already had that up. Alright, that's fine. Was it always this easy to fight the king? Is there a thing that... Just do that and then pass the turn to her. Use the shield ability because I don't trust that our speed is actually good enough to keep the shield up. It's quite fast. Yeah, I'm really glad I did that. Oh no, that's the cry ability, okay. The king's dialogue washes over you. Does this work on him? I guess there's no reason it wouldn't. Put the shield up just in case it falls off. I guess just kill. There we go. Siffrin's face. Yeah. Siffrin's face was like that last time too. Yeah, I didn't I wasn't looking when that happened. I saw some people comment on it, but I didn't get a look. You manicky sound. You're happy to see them happy. Blitz through to the ending here. Maybe if we talk to the housemaid before everybody else? Third time's the charm, isn't it? No, traveling. Okay. No, we have to talk to you first. Okay, not gonna happen. Following script. Okay. I recorded something funny today. I can't talk about it yet, but I'll be very happy to share it when it's able to come out. It was short but very funny. So there's that to look forward to. You want to laugh? It's all the same. Of course it'd be the same. They're here again. Why did you do that again? Just to see if they'd notice it sooner this time? Or did you want to make it easier for yourself? It's just so much easier to go through the house if they have those skills after all. You didn't mean to get that far and make yourself suffer. What did happen last time? Odile talked first, didn't she? And she said... Siffrin? Yeah, that was it. Something wrong? See, it's the same. It won't change. Siffrin, what is it? Everything okay? It's the exact same. You don't mind, you're frozen. It's true, isn't it? In this moment, you are. You're back here. You're happy to have helped everyone become the best versions of themselves again. Okay, we're gonna call it there. Gotta pop out to the store. It's fairly late already. Thank you for dropping in, everybody. I will see you Tuesday for Dark Heresy, I think. And excited to see that Siffrin's suffering will never end, and he will always just be stuck forever. What if he just like stayed in the field, like he just didn't go to the town, didn't go to the house, just laid there? I'm not gonna have fun at the store. It's the store. I'm gonna walk in and buy something and walk out and be like, oh, I can't believe I gotta fucking come all the way out of here. Stupid ass store. A real Wario Land 2 moment. Yeah, just I want to. My favorite Wario fact is that Waluigi is not Wario's brother. He needed a partner for tennis, and Waluigi was just walking past, and they pulled him in. Yeah, he's literally just some. He's the most just some guy in the entire cast. They're not even friends. They're just acquaintances at best. It's crazy shit. All right, everybody. Bye bye.